Connect and stay ahead with Salam Media. This is Salam Media coming to you live from South Africa.
You are listening to the Mid-Morning Talk with me, Maryam Mkwanda. It is 11:32 on this Wednesday, the 24th of March, 2021. So joining me on the line is Emanuel Erduargo, who holds a Bachelor of Commerce in Financial Accounting from Mancosa and currently doing his honors in accounting. He is the founder of the non-profit organization Adopt a Son, and he's here to tell us more about the Adopt a Son organization. Good morning, Emanuel, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. It's a pleasure for me to be here on this radio station.
All right, so tell us, what is Adopt a Son all about, and what inspired the idea to adopt a son?
So Adopt a Son is an organization that it was started 2017, but only got registered in 2019 as a non-profit organization. So Adopt a Son focuses on a boy child in a society where we equip a young man with tools to necessary academic. So we buy stationery, uniform, mentorship for the boy child. Then we do seminars with the boy child, and then we find the father figures to the boys. So it's focused more on a boy child and then trying to liberate a boy child in a society.
Mm-hmm. All right. So now we do have the Take a Girl Child to Work Day, but nothing for the boys. Should there be more initiatives which cater to the boy child as well?
So, ma'am, the reason why we chose to, cater for a boy child in a society is with, the highest increase of gender-based violence issue, and then again, with the highest unemployment rate in the society, and also seeing like the toxic masculinity and so we tried to tackle, the issues pertaining a boy child. So we're trying to fight that to stop this gender-based violence by equipping a young man with necessary tools, with a coping mechanism of how to handle the emotions, and then how to become a great father of the nation. So that if we teach a man, if we educate a man from an early age, from a young age, it will be easy for those particular men, if they grow, if they come up and face difficulties or challenges in life, they're able, to handle their emotions, they're able to deal with any emotional mechanism. So this is where now we say we have father figures, professional people coming in and helping us, to achieve this goal, to make sure that boys out there, they are well taken care of, to make sure that boys, they have, they can express their emotions without a fear of, rejection.
And that's exactly what society does. Society has put boys on a pedestal and made this misconstrued idea that men who cry are weak, men are not supposed to have mental issues, men are supposed to be strong. So what is your take on this, especially when it comes to mental health?
I couldn't get the question very clear. My line is not good.
All right. Society has created a notion that real men don't cry and the crying is for weak men. Men shouldn't have depression and other mental health disorders. What is your take on this?
My line was not clear. Can you please repeat the question?
What is your take on mental health in men?
So, my take in mental health of a boy child is to say a boy child needs to be accepted in a society, in a community, and then people, they need to understand that we boys, they have emotions, boys, they go through difficulties, and then with this, having said, you find like most of our sons that we have, they are struggling, to express themselves, and then they die inside, they bottle their emotions inside. And this, it affects, their well-being, mentally. You find someone, because we are, programmed or said that men, they should not cry, men, they should not express their feelings out there to people, or men are built in the nature of being strong, they are portrayed as this individual. So it is very difficult to find a male coming up, in a public space and then addressing his issues to say, emotionally I'm not well, or I'm being abused, whether it's physically abused or emotional abuse. So they bottle inside, and this, it catches up with most of men in a long run, and then this is where now it affects their mental health, their mental status, and then this results to men being more violent at the end of the day, because the only way now to express or to come up in a public figure for other individuals to accommodate or accept their emotion is when now they are becoming more physique, and then they start to fight. So the men mental health is really a problem in our society, and then most of men are neglected, and then since they're neglected like this, the only way they result in being violent, and then the media itself, it portray men as the portrayers of this. So we men are fighting lots, from media, from community, society. So there's that is a very, very, very issue in terms when it comes to mental health of the men.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, how many boys are there at the center, and how have they benefited from Adopt a Son?
So currently, Adoptee Son have 35 beautiful sons. So the criteria on how we adopt these sons, we most look for orphans. We have give 10 orphans. And then the others, they have parents, but we look more of like the sons who are coming from an absent father household. So this is where we adopt those particular sons. We look for the sons who are from the boys from less fortunate or underprivileged households. So adopted son is not a literal adoption. We don't take them; they stay with us. They stay with their guardians. We play a role of guardian. We play a role of becoming fathers by finding them the father figures, people who are gonna mentor them. So we have most of our boys that are from Gauteng, based in Western area, East Rand, West Rand. So this is where we take most of our boys. So in terms of these boys, how they are taken care of, me and my sister Antoinette, we try by all means, from our stipend that we get from school, we buy them, stationery, we buy them every monthly toiletries. And then we try also to, partner with other organizations that they are helping in terms of toiletries. Then we go, we ask if ever they can be able to help us with some taking stuff if we are short left of other things.
All right. You have a beautiful quote on your Facebook page which says, "For it is easier to build strong boys than it is to fix broken men." And we are dealing with the issues of broken men. So, are the broken men a result of generational trauma?
So, based on the code itself, to say it is easy, to start grooming a man than it is, to break or to fix the broken men in a society. We're trying to say, since we're adopting kids from the early age and then we're grooming them to become a better man of the future, this also, we aim also to say, in those particular men that they are going through emotion, we challenge them to say, it is time now for you to come up in a public space to talk. It is time now. We're challenging you. Don't stay in your house. Don't be cornered. We're challenging you to come up in a public space and speak. So we, as we are adopting, we have boys from the age of 6 until the age of 35. So this is where most, we think this is the youth age, and then this is where those gender-based violence issues, they take place more. Now you're becoming someone's boyfriend or someone's husband, and then you're dealing with the emotions. Most of the boys, they grow up without the fathers. So once they join or they're in the wedlock, it's difficult for them to deal with the issues that they face in their particular marriages or in their relationship. So this is where we say now we want to feed broken men by correcting the upcoming boys who are growing up in this time, so that when tomorrow they are the fathers of the nation.
All right. Very beautiful indeed. For it is easier to build strong boys than it is to fix broken men. How can people learn more about the organization?
So we have our Facebook page, which is Adopt a Son, and then in Twitter as well and Instagram, where we usually post about our seminars and the upcoming events, what we do for Adopt a Son. Or also they can, send us the email if you want to join Adopt a Son. It's 21 adoptason@gmail.com, or they can contact me on this number is 071-815-8060, or they can contact my sister Antoinette as well, who runs more of our program and then is the founding member of Adopt a Son. So
Right.
this is how they find Adopt a Son.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Emmanuel, and for sharing that information with us. And I wish you well in your future endeavors.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, to be here, and then also to men up there trying to come up with solutions, trying to implement strategies for coping mechanism for a boy child to be, a great man in a society, and also making a difference and a change in a community at large, in building a society that is sustainable, a society that has proper men, a society that it is protected from gender-based violence, a society which is protected from all the harms which they are portrayed, or they are seen that are portrayed by a male in a society.
Mm-hmm. Right. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Have a wonderful day.
It's a pleasure.
Right. All right, that was Emanuel Erduargo, the founder of Adopt a Son. They are on Facebook if you require some more information. And you can also call on 071 815 8060. 071 815 8060. That is Adopt a Son. You are listening to the Mid Morning Talk with me, Maryam Mkwanda.